National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Able to push his way through. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
To throw, it's Lance.
And this throw incomplete.
Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3 and out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot Coordinators go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hey, check Mega. Smack, smack. Hey.
First down, here's Mitchell. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Another run with Mitchell.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Lance on the bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Gotta go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow will throw.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
This is taken at the 23. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance connects with Kittle underneath.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Thomas.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, cross field.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Niners at 9-1 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Trail green. Eagle blue. Ready?
Lance now on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance
Sliding out of the pocket. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On one, right?
First down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Black Ultra.
Here's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They run over center with Mitchell.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Strike. Check strike. Set.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards gains there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fight, 60. Black shot. Set, go.
Lance now on first down.
This one caught by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, go Peters. Hut, hut.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Set, hut.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
On 1, ready?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
80 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
38.
And Lance going to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4. And now it's 4th down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
On two, ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw, Burrow. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Ready.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
White. Red, yellow. Set.
Lance looking to throw. Finding Watkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome.
Okay,
but if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here's second down.
Blaster, sit. Set, go.
Lance back to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now San Francisco will call their second timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Now Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. Kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
49ers field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now Burrow.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.